Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is okay. Sorry I've not been around for a while, guys. Everyone is okay. I had COVID, so I've still got COVID right now. My wife had COVID. It's it's not been the best of weeks, but I hope everyone here is okay. Sorry about the setup at the moment. I'm on my tablet at the moment, as it's the middle of the day and all the kids are around. So I've snuck to a room to do this video quickly. But I hope everyone's okay in the comments. I hope everyone is good. I hope you have a great New Year, guys, and much love to everyone for 2022. I hope you have a good time. So yeah, I thought I'd do this video. I said I ain't done a proper live video for about 11 days. I took a break. I was going to a live the other day, but obviously I caught COVID. So yeah, I've still got it now. I'm still testing positive, but I feel okay. And thought I'd get a video out for you guys. Hope everyone is well and doing good. Yeah, and as it's New Year's Eve, I thought I'd do an earlier video because most people will probably be going out this evening. So I thought I'd do this now. This Liverpool Newcastle game. Well, no, Liverpool Chelsea game. I don't know why I said Newcastle there. So it's this Liverpool Chelsea game. Well, first so obviously on Twitter just now it's come out that oh, what's happened to my video? Hang on, guys, 1 second. There we go. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, so it's just come out that Liverpool have 3 COVID cases, which is obviously not good at all to go with Liverpool's injuries at this moment in time. I don't know what. Hang on, guys, 1 second. 1 second. My internet is playing up, I think. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on with my internet right now. I might have to just switch to another device, guys, because I don't know what's happening. 1 second. Hi, John. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well, fella. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet at the moment. I keep freezing on my end. Is it freezing on your end, guys? Let me know. Sorry about the start of this. But yeah, Liverpool versus Chelsea. Well, it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be fun, isn't it? I mean, I've been really looking forward to this game, and then we see what happens. And what's going on here? Yeah, I think it's freezing. I don't know why, so it's confusing me a bit. Sorry about this, guys. I'll get this video sorted properly now. So Liverpool Chelsea. Obviously, I was really looking forward to this game today on Sunday. Especially after the Leicester game, I wanted to bounce back and see what we can do. And then all we hear today is that Liverpool picked up 3 COVID cases. And right, guys, 1 second. I'm going to stop this a minute because my thing's not working. Right, there you go. Sorry, guys, my internet keep going off and on then. Yeah, so we got 3 COVID cases. Not great. We don't know who they are at this moment in time because Klopp's not giving out the names of those people just yet. There's obviously a lot of rumours online. So always is a lot of rumours online about who it is. You know, there are certain people not in training. Spotted in training yesterday. I think that was Alisson, Bobby, you know, and Fabinho. They were once not spotted in training. So I don't know if that's actually the case that it's them three guys that have caught COVID and won't be in the game. But, you know, Klopp's not saying at the moment, and basically said, we'll know with the team sheet on Sunday. So apparently at this moment in time, Chelsea are trying to get the game called off because Chelsea have got problems themselves. They're missing quite a few players, and yeah, they're having issues themselves. They've got, I don't know if they've got any COVID cases, but they've got quite a few injuries. You know, they haven't got any wing backs or fullbacks. You know, they've got nothing. I think they've got Aspilicueta and Alonso as their fullbacks. You know, they've just lost Reece James for a hamstring injury. Apparently, it's quite a bad hamstring injury. There's no word yet on how long Reece James is going to be out for, but some people are saying it's quite a bad one. So, you know, Chelsea have got no wing backs. Lukaku's done a madness and he's gone rogue and basically wished he stayed in Italy and never went to Chelsea. I don't know what that's about. We'll get to that a bit later on in the video, guys. Yeah, it's so all that up in the air. I thought I'd just get this review out quickly. I was meant to put this out, you know, in half hour's time, but I thought I'd do the review now just in case it all goes, you know, it does get suspended, postponed or whatever. But, you know, Liverpool can still put out a decent first 11. You know, the bench might not be up to much, but Liverpool can still put out a decent first 11 against Chelsea. And, you know, I've said here, is it a good time to play Chelsea? And, you know, I'll put it there. Is it a good time to play them? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. You know, Chelsea, they've played all their games over Christmas, I believe. I think they're the only club that played throughout Christmas in the top six. I think they're the only top six club that played throughout Christmas, the Christmas period. So they played right through. They had a hard game against Brighton the other day. Was it on Wednesday? That was a tough game against Brighton, and obviously they lost Reece James in that game. I thought Brighton played exceptional well, but we know how well Brighton plays, especially against the big teams. They turn up for the big teams. They play really, really well against the big teams, and yeah, and we got to look out for that in this game against Chelsea, because Chelsea are wanting to show, you know, what they're about and want to get back into the winning habit. You know, they're 1 point above us in the league at the moment, but obviously we have that game in hand. So if we do beat Chelsea, we go on to beat Chelsea and then win our game in hand. We got a nice little gap above Chelsea there. And, you know, look, Manchester City, they're in a world of their own at this moment in time, and nothing seems to be affecting them either. No COVID cases. They got nothing. Although, you know, Grealish and Foden are out clubbing every weekend. What you hear, banging every bird in bloody Manchester. You hear all that all the time, but yeah, no COVID cases in City at this moment in time. And even if they did get COVID cases, their squad's so big it wouldn't matter. I don't think. They've had no injuries really. Everyone's fresh. I think they're on a 9-game winning streak now, but they got a couple of our games coming up. They have got Arsenal and Chelsea in their next 2 games. So, you know, they got some hard games coming up as well for themselves in the league. Obviously, by the time we play Chelsea on Sunday, we could be 12 points behind Man City, which is absolutely nuts. Yes, we'll have a game in hand, but, you know, we beat Chelsea and win our game in hand. You know, we're only, you know, 6 points behind Man City. That's still a lot of points, and I'm not saying it's all over yet because it's not even January 1st yet. You know, it's tomorrow. So we just got to keep going. We got to keep going, and we can't afford to slip up anymore. This is the problem. Liverpool can't afford to slip up anymore. Man City are so clear. But as I say, they got hard games. Man City will slip up. Man City will slip up in games. Yeah, they're on a 9-game winning streak right now, but there will be look, watching Man City. Man City have had their luck. Let's not forget that. Man City have had their luck. Just one sec. Imran, big up to you. Big up to you. Hope you're well. Hope you have a good new year. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. So I've actually got COVID right now, but I had it over Christmas, and I think I'm coming to the end of it now. So, yeah, so I'm not feeling too bad, but thank you very much. LFC Aaron in the house. How are you, fella? Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Not too bad, Darren. Not too bad. I think I'm coming to the end of it now, so I thought I'd pump out this video while I'm feeling. I've got enough energy. But yeah, Liverpool can't afford any more slip-ups in the race with Man City. As I say, Man City will have games where they slip up against, and will drop points, and we've got to be there to make sure we can capitalise on them points. Look, City gonna lose. I can't see City dropping 6 or 7 points, but we just got to hope and keep playing the way we can't give up. We can't give up. Yeah, City are probably going to win the league, but we can't give up. We've got to keep going and see what happens, because you never know in football. As I say, City have got 2 hard league games coming up. They got Arsenal and Chelsea. Such as we all take the mick out of Arsenal. Arsenal are in decent form at this moment in time, and they're playing really well. Yes, they're playing against teams they probably should be beating and looking good against, but they are looking decent, and they're playing some good football. They might give Man City a game. Man City. Chelsea will be looking for revenge for what happened in the Man City game, especially if they get beaten by us Sunday. They'll be looking for getting some points back against City. City will stumble, guys, but we've got to take advantage of that. At the moment, we're not being taking advantage of it, and that's the problem. We're losing too many. We're either drawing too many games or losing games we shouldn't be doing. As Aaron says, no Arteta tomorrow because of COVID. Yeah, that's I mean, it might benefit us or it might not. I mean, the manager's probably done all the work with them. They know what they should be doing. But again, City get a bit of luck. This is what I'm saying with Man City at this moment in time. Man City have been great. Don't get me wrong. They've been great this season, but they have had a lot of luck. Look, a game against Wolves, that game should have been 0-0. They got a penalty for no reason. VAR gave Man City a penalty for a ball hitting the man under the arm in the ribs and gave a man ball. In theory, that game should have been 0-0. That's drop points. And then, look, their game the other day, they win that eventually. Was it 2-0 eventually? They won that game the other day. But their first goal, their first goal with Foden, every single game I've seen so far, that's offside by VAR. And you look at the Harry Kane one the other day, that's more onside than Foden's goal, and that was offside. So Man City are getting a lot of luck at this moment in time. But, they are playing well at the same time. But things like that Foden goal and that penalty against Wolves, that will eventually go against them. And we just got to be there to capitalise and try our best, guys. Imran. Difference between Pep and Klopp is that Pep has a plan A, B, and C, whereas Klopp's only has plan A after 60, 70 minutes. The players can't figure out what to do and start freestyling. You might be right. LFC Aaron, no Alisson or Firmino tomorrow, apparently COVID. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. So, look, Alisson's had a mixed season for me. I think he's been at fault for quite a lot of things, but I thought he was not totally at fault for Lookman's goal against Leicester the other day, but I thought he could have done a lot better. Bobby, I mean, probably hasn't been playing anyway, so you know that's not a huge miss, but it is something off the bench. Just got a week in the bench, but he hasn't been playing anyway. But the other one is apparently Fabinho. Fabinho is apparently the third one because I think they're the three players that weren't in training. So if they're the three players that weren't in training and they are the three players that have got COVID, they're going to be a miss. Especially Fabinho. Look, Fabinho sometimes irritates me. I love Fab. I love Flacco. Don't get me wrong. He's a great defensive midfielder and that. But his pace, his lack of pace sometimes is, you know, a problem, if you ask me. LFC Aaron, Happy New Year to you and your families. Jamie, laters. Yeah, laters, Aaron. Happy New Year to you, fella. See you again soon. Have a good one, mate. Have a good one. Yeah, yeah, I just feel Fabinho at times, if you can get the pass Fabinho as a player, you know, he's away. He can't get back at you because his lack of pace sometimes. You know, if you can get in behind our midfield, you're bearing down on goal quite easily. And I sometimes think we have a lack of pace in our midfield. That's why I like Naby Keita playing. Obviously, Naby Keita can't always stay fit, and it's the problem. But Naby Keita's quick. He runs with the ball, and yeah, I miss Naby Keita. I must say, in our midfield. Hi, fella. How are you? Football vlogs on tours. You're good, mate. You're good, mate. Yeah, so Keita needs to come back into our midfield. Hendo, look, I love Hendo. He's our captain. He's been a great captain for Liverpool. He's a great captain for Liverpool. He's one of the best captains in the league. He's a great leader, but his performances of late shouldn't warrant him starting. And I think he starts because he's captain and Klopp loves him. But I don't think his form means he should play. But obviously, if we got problems in our midfield, now obviously Thiago bloody injured again. Look, I love Thiago; he's a fantastic footballer, but his injuries are becoming a problem. Hendo's probably going to play against Chelsea. Keita's probably going to play against Chelsea. And if Fabinho, obviously, he isn't one of the rumoured players that have got COVID, Fabinho playing, that's still a good midfield three. You know, it's still good enough. So we have to wait and see on that. We have to wait and see. As say, Klopp hasn't told us who's got COVID. He just told us when we see the team sheet on Sunday that we'll know. Thoughts on Lukaku wanting to go back to the window. Lukaku's a prick. Lukaku is an absolute prick. How you can come out and say that the team just spent £100 million on you this season to get the goals to help you win the title. Now, you come to Chelsea, you get injured, you obviously got an injury or whatever, and you haven't played as much as you wanted to. You've only got 5 goals. I don't think he's playing well when he plays. I don't think he's great. Lukaku has still got the same problems he had when he was at Man United. You know, his first touch is still a pass. He's not the best at holding the ball up. His finishing is not always the best. Lukaku still has the same problems he had when he left Man United for Italy. But the thing in Italy, his things he's not very good at gets hidden a lot in Italian football because of the way the game's played. You know, because of the way the game's played, it's more technical, and you know, you don't have to worry about speed of thought and stuff like that. Italian football probably suits Lukaku, but to come out and talk about your team like that is a joke. I don't know how he walks into training today. I really don't. By the way, in case I haven't told you, I'm Red Devils. Yeah, I know you. You already left a comment on my other channel. I remember. Don't worry. I hope you're good anyway, Devils. I hope you're good. Yeah, Lukaku's a joke, though. How you can do that? How you can do that to your own team when they've only just bought you. And everyone knows on my channel, I don't really rate Lukaku. I don't really rate him. I don't think he's a £100 million striker at all. Nowhere near one. But he just. If I was a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't want him playing for my team ever again. I know people were saying, oh, if he plays and scores in his next few games, everyone will forget about it. They shouldn't. The man's a scumbag. You know, what he said about Chelsea. You know, it came out last night and then people were saying it was taken out of context and because it's done in another country, this or all that. And then it comes out again today with more stuff. So it's obviously not taken out of context. And the stuff he's saying is, I don't know how. I just don't know how Chelsea keep him. I really don't. Hi, Chris. How you doing, fella? Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas. I had a good Christmas day, Chris, but then unfortunately on Christmas Day evening, going into Boxing Day, me and my wife contracted COVID. Yeah, that Omicron variant. Fortunately, like we weren't that ill. We just had a bit of a cold and a cough that I've still got now, and you know, a bit of fatigue. That's why I haven't done no videos. But I've still got it now. I'm coming to the end of it, but you know, I feel all right. I feel all right. Devil says Lukaku would definitely get booed if he plays on Sunday. Yeah, I mean it's at Stamford Bridge as well. Where's he go hide? I mean, it's a hard one for Chelsea if they. I mean, Chelsea haven't got a goal scorer. Goals is hard for Chelsea to come across. So they definitely need. I mean, they have to play Lukaku. I don't think they got a choice. Because I don't know who else they're going to play. They could play Kai Havertz in that false nine role. That might work out for them, playing Kai Havertz in that false nine role. I don't know if Werner is fit and available, but you know he's not. He's more. He seems to be better coming off the wing, off the wide area, than through the middle. Yeah, they got problems there, Chelsea. They might have to play Lukaku, but Palo Santo, does he even want to play? I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Cheers, Chris. Thank you very much. I'll be all right, fella. I'll be all right. Maybe it's the game we need after a shocking let. Look, this is what I've been saying, Chris. Is it a good time to play Chelsea? Look, Chelsea apparently the ones I'm hearing are trying to get this game postponed. I don't know if Chelsea have got any more COVID problems, but they've definitely got a shitload of injuries. They've got no fullbacks or wing backs. I think they've got only Aspilicueta and Alonso, and you know they've got a lot of problems that Chelsea, and obviously with this Lukaku stuff as well. You know, this Liverpool should be going into this game. I know we lost against Leicester, but with everything that you see at Chelsea, the problems with Lukaku, Chelsea, they can't score goals. Now, Liverpool should go in this game a little bit of confidence in a way, even though we lost against Leicester. I'd be up for this game if I was a Liverpool player. I'd be looking at this game thinking, I don't want this game to be postponed. I think we can do Chelsea here. You know, Chelsea are above us by a point. We beat Chelsea, and then we win our game in hand, which is obviously against Leeds later on in early next year when we play that game. Yeah, I fancy us definitely finish second then. You know, as I say, City are probably going to win the league, but we can't give up. We've got to keep going because, you know, City will drop points eventually and, you know, have problems themselves. But yeah, I'm pretty confident for this game. I weren't confident for the Leicester game, I've got to say. I knew we was going to struggle in that Leicester game. I just knew we would. But I'm more confident in this Chelsea game. So talking of the game, let's have a look. All right, let's talk about this because this is what a lot of people you see on talking about at the moment. What's happened to Mane? Sadio Mane. What's happened to Mane? He's gone, I think, 8 games now without goal or assist for Liverpool. And obviously against Leicester, he had that fantastic opportunity where he was put through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it was easier to score than miss. And there's definitely something wrong with his confidence at this moment in time. We all know Mo Salah missed a penalty, but it's hard to get on at Mo when he's been the best player of 2021 and he's been the best attacker in the league. And it's really hard to get on at Mo. I know he missed a penalty, but we can forgive Mo little things like that. But Sadio's having a few issues. He's having a few problems with Sadio Mane, and yeah, I was going to say this, Chris. I was going to say this. As Chris says here, we're not allowed to constructive criticise Mane, apparently, as one certain fan doesn't like us constructive criticism of Mane. Do you mean drifty? Mane, I love Mane. I love Sadio Mane. And I think, look, I will say now, I think Sadio Mane started the season really well. Really well. I think we forget Sadio Mane's got 7 goals this season. Obviously Salah's form, I thought, apart from Salah, Mane was our best player at the beginning, the first half of this season. Quite easily. I thought Mane was fantastic to start this season. It's just been the last 8 games. And even in them 8 games, I don't think he's been that bad. Yes, he's not scored an assist and he is a forward at the end of the day, and that's his job. But I don't still think he's had terrible games. I think a lot of people get on Mane very quickly. I think people get on Mane extremely quickly, like, oh, he's finished, he's done. He's coming to the end now, we need to move on and all this. And maybe you're right there. Maybe you're right. That might be true. Or Mane just needs to be taken out of the team and have a little bit of rest. See, look, this is where I would like to see Jota playing on the left-hand side instead of through the middle. I think Jota's best position is on the left-hand side. Ole is doing an amazing job as a number 9 so far. He's probably the best number 9 in the league this season, Jota. He's played fantastic. And, I think he's been brilliant. And but from the left-hand side, I think Jota's better. I think Jota's a better footballer playing from that left-hand side position because he's got great ability at running with the ball and getting past players and dribbling, and that's his strength of his game. And I think he could play that position, but then you need someone to play in the number 9 position. If Bobby was fit and available, I'd play Bobby. I would drop Mane for a while, and I'd play, but we can't obviously do it because this Chelsea game, because Origi's not available. And if Bobby Firmino is one of the people with COVID, he's not going to be available. But say Bobby is available for this game against Chelsea, part of me would play Jota on the left, Salah on the right, and Bobby through the middle, and give Mane a break, let him sit on the bench. I know it's his last game before he goes away for a month in the AFCON, but I think sometimes you just need to take him out of the firing lineup a bit. Just take him out of the lineup. Just don't put that pressure on him. Like, Sadio, you're not scored or done anything in 8 games. You're getting a bit of pressure on you. Keep playing you. Don't look like he's helping. We're just going to give you a break, give you a rest. Now, going to the AFCON might help Mane a little bit. Take the pressure away from playing Liverpool in the Premier League week in, week out, and play a few games in the AFCON and, get the sun on his back and, relax a bit. Yeah, but that might do him the world of good and he comes back a fresher player. But I am a little concerned about Sadio. I am a bit concerned about Mane. I just feel like there's something just not quite right with him at this moment in time. Now, it could be that what's going what's not getting spoke about and going under the radar a bit is that Bobby Firmino and Mane's contract run out in a year. Like, what is it? Next 2 seasons, same time as Mo's, and no one's talking about contract extensions for them. Now that might be part of the problem at this moment in time. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something up. There is definitely something up, and yeah, I think Mane will still do well this season. I think I could see Mane getting 15 goals this season. I mean, he's got 7 already. Can definitely see him getting around the 15 goal mark. He's obviously never going to compete with Mo for goals because that's what Mo does. Mo's a goal scorer. But Sadio does things on the fly, don't he? I don't think Sadio knows what he's got to do half the time. Sort of just does it instinctively. It's that's part of Sadio's game. So yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. As I say, he started the season brilliantly. He went under the radar for me because Mo was doing so well, and now Jota's doing so well because he's second top goal scorer in the league. And but Sadio's right there. Let's not diss Sadio out. He's got to be right to be criticised because he's not playing well at this moment in time. To say eight games without a goal and assist when you're an attacker is poor, and it should be called out. It shouldn't be protected. You shouldn't have to protect a player who hasn't scored in 8 games, who hasn't created the goal or scored a goal in 8 games. When you're a forward, you need to talk about that. You need to speak about that. You need to do it properly, not just say the man's dead, the man's done, get rid of him. That's not proper. You got to break it down, see what's wrong with the fella. And at the moment, for me, he's just totally out of form. It looks like he needs a rest. He can't play himself back in form. So maybe a month away at the AFCON will do him the world of good. Comes back firing, absolutely firing. So I've got no worries. I've got no worries with Sadio. But when he needs to be criticised, he should be criticised. All right, here we go, guys. Do we need to buy in January? So, as we know, the transfer window opens at midnight. And look, when you look at our squad, I'll say this about squads right now. All I ever hear about is Liverpool's paper thin squad. Right? Then I look at Chelsea's squad. Beginning of the season, everyone say, "Oh, Chelsea have got 2 players for every position, quality everywhere." Them and Man City are just going to be flying away. Liverpool have missed a trick. That's all I heard over the summer, and the beginning of the season. Well, Chelsea lose a couple of very important players to the way they play, and it starts going wrong for them. As soon as Kante's out, as soon as Chilwell's out at left back, or Reece James is at right back, Chelsea have a lot of problems. So it just shows, for me, apart from Man City, no one's squad is good enough to compete with Manchester City. Look, we all said Chelsea have got an amazing squad. I said it. Chelsea's squad's amazing. It's up there with Man City's. And as soon as they lose Kante or a Chilwell out of that team, and the way they play, the players coming in are not good enough. They're not good enough. So, of course, our squad's not good enough and we need improving. But I get sick and tired of everyone on social media going, "Oh, Liverpool squad is terrible. Look what FSG have done. They've left us absolutely nothing. We can't compete. We can't do this. We can't do that." And I'm like, no, that's not really the case, is it? Because look at every squad in the league. Look at every squad in the league. Yeah, only Man City have got the squad that can compete. They're the only one. They're the only one. As Chris says, Kante is a big miss for them. Exactly. And they can't. And as soon as he's out the team, as soon as Kante's out the team, they struggle. They completely and utterly struggle. And I'll get sick and tired of the squad depth issue that surrounds Liverpool. It does my head in. Yes, Man City have got the best squad. Man City have got the best squad in Europe, probably. You know, the only team, look, you shouldn't be competing against Man City squad for squads. You know, the only team that can compete with Man City for, putting a squad together is probably Bayern Munich and PSG. That's it. No one else can. You know, uh, Liverpool squad, yeah, it's threadbare. Yes, it's not the best, but I don't think Chelsea's is either. And we've seen the problems Chelsea have. You talk to Chelsea fans, go on any of the Chelsea YouTubers, watch, listen to them. They will tell you Chelsea don't have any creative players, and that's their problem. Hi, John. How are you, mate? Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm feeling better now, John. I'm feeling a bit better. Yeah, you go on the Chelsea, talk to Chelsea fans, go on there, go on YouTube show. I went and won the other day, and Chelsea fans will tell you they got no creative players. That's their problem. And when you watch Chelsea play, it's evident they don't have no creativity. Players like Ziyech, he was good for Ajax. What is he, 27, 28 now? He's never top draw. And when he comes into the Chelsea team, he's not good enough. Timo Werner, good player at Leverkusen, smacking it up all over Germany, smacking it up. And obviously Klopp wanted him, but we decided to go for Jota. We made the correct decision. But I also do think Werner is a very good footballer, and I do think he would play well for Liverpool. But you see weaknesses in his game. He's not a great finisher. He keeps his head down a lot, and he relies on his pace. Timo Werner, he relies on his pace a lot. There is some issues with the way he plays, and he's a good player, but there is a lot of issues there. But when I look at Chelsea's squad, they got a lot of problems. As I say, as soon as Kante comes out of that midfield, they can't control football games. And now Chilwell's not at left back. They got issues at left back, and they're not as good. So it's the same with Liverpool. As soon as Liverpool lose a few of their starting lineup, we're not obviously as good. This is what I keep saying about squad depth. The only team in the league who has proper squad depth is Man City. Everyone else struggles. Chelsea have lost players, key players to their first team. The players that have come in have not improved them. It's the same with Liverpool. We all have the same issue. Look, Chelsea won the Champions League and they bought one player in Lukaku in the summer. Thomas Tuchel has only bought one footballer since he's been Chelsea manager. That whole Chelsea team is still not his team, really. He's only bought one player in Lukaku. And Lukaku don't even want to be at Chelsea. He hates them. What you're hearing today. It's as I keep saying, it's all a myth. Liverpool are not the only ones with a bare squad. Yes, Chelsea have got more players than Liverpool, but they still got the same issues when their top players are out with injuries. The players coming in are not good enough. So again, they got more players than us, but the players coming in, it's still the same issue Liverpool have, if you understand what I mean. The only team with the squad is Man City, and that's why they're where they are. That's why they've dominated English football for the last 4 years. Their squad is massive. They got 2 11s. If they played their second 11 in a season, they'd finish in the top 4. That second 11 wouldn't win the league, but it'd finish in the top 4. No matter what owners we got, unless they're Arab or Dubai, Arab owners like Manchester City and Newcastle, Liverpool are never going to be able to compete squad-wise with Man City. It's never going to happen. Doesn't matter who our owners are. FSG could go tomorrow and we can get brand new owners. If they're not oil rich like Roman and the City owners and the Newcastle owners, we're still not building a big enough squad to compete with Man City. It's as simple as that. It's facts. It's absolute facts. Look at some of the teams that have got very rich owners and the money they've wasted on buying rubbish players. Look at Everton. Everton have got a wealthy owner. He's richer than FSG. You know, John Henry's and all that. He's far richer. And they've wasted so much money that now, because of FFP, they can't buy anyone. So, you know, and they're Everton are in the ship. It's it's extremely hard building a squad. It's extremely hard. And for me, it's all about scouting and buying the right players. I don't think you have to spend 200 million. You know, Chelsea has spent, £500 million, in the last few years, and they're still nowhere near Man City. Still nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. They've still not sorted out positions. They've still got no second left back. They've still got no one to replace Kante when he's out. They still can't find a striker that will win them anything. Werner, useless. Lukaku, he's still the same Lukaku that was at Man United before he went to Milan. Still has the same problems and spent 100 million on him. Too much money. So yeah, it's very difficult when you talk about squads. What does John say? Ali in a few hours was out with COVID. Yeah, apparently it's Ali, Fabinho, and Bobby. But we'll definitely see. We definitely need to have someone in January. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Sammy. How are you, fella? I ain't seen you in a while. Hope you're good. Yeah, like what John says here, we definitely need to add someone in January. We do. We definitely need to buy in January. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think the club will, because I think the club will rather buy in the summer and get the targets they want. Look, the reason we didn't buy the centre-back everyone craved for last January is because the club wanted to buy Ibu Kanate. They wanted to buy Kanate. That's the deal they had set up, and they couldn't do it in the January, so they rather waited till the summer and just gave Klopp what he could do with in January. I mean, it's obvious. You only have to look at the first player we signed, and the only player we signed in the summer was Kanate. And that was the deal all the time, but they couldn't do the deal in January. So they waited for the summer. And sometimes that's the way business works. If you haven't got the money like a Man City have, who can just go out and buy anyone whenever they like, we have to do it that way. But we definitely need players. Definitely need players. We need midfielders. We need reliable midfielders, because that's where we're falling behind at the moment. We've got no reliable midfielders. Jamie, we all know we need to, but our owners are. Look, as I say, who do we buy in January? Look, this is the problem. Who do we buy in January that comes in and helps out the team straight away? There's a lot of players out there like Basuma. I like Basuma at Brighton. He'd come into this Liverpool team and help us out straight away. But you got to look at it from a business point of view. If you go to Brighton tomorrow and go like, we want Basuma, we'll go off you 40 million. Because I'd say that's what Basuma is in the market, about 40 million. Brighton are going, no, we want 70 to 80 million. We want 70 to 80 million for Basuma, because it's January. But we could get Basuma in the summer for 40 million. So the only teams that can really go out in January and just pay whatever the market is probably Man City and Chelsea in this league. And I don't think Chelsea can. I just don't think Chelsea will. I like Basuma. I think Basuma's quality. That is one of the players I'll be looking at too in the summer, to get Basuma in, because I like Fabinho, but Fabinho's pace is a real issue for me. He's too slow, and players get in behind him a lot this season. If Fabinho doesn't win the tackle, players get in behind him and he can't catch up because of his lack of speed, where Basuma won't have that problem. But if you go Brighton in January for Basuma, they're doubling the fee because it's January. Brighton ain't going to get anyone in to replace him in January. So they're going to want double the fee. They're going to want 80 million for him. But in the summer, you can get 40 million for him. So buying people in January, unless you've got the deal already set up, like we did with Van Dijk, we had the deal already set up in December, you know, and then it became official on the 1st of January. Unless you got the deal already set up like that, it's a lot easier. But if you haven't, going out and picking people up in January is going to be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult, Sammy. I warn people that Chelsea will crumble when centre-backs stop scoring and Reece James stop scoring. Yeah, you and John both said that, to be fair. John says Bowen. Yeah, Bowen would be a good prospect. I like Bowen. I think he's a good footballer, Bowen, and he'd do well in our squad. He really will. I got a feeling Bowen will be a summer transfer. I really do. My thing has frozen. I can't do anything. Yeah, so guys, that's going to be it for me right now. I will see you again soon, guys. Let me just go through these comments. But I'd say John Bowen, yeah, I like Bowen. I think he's a good player, and yeah, I think he will improve the squad, and he's a good player to come in off the bench, and technically good with both feet. He's you know, works hard, he presses. He's everything Klopp likes in a footballer. I wouldn't be surprised if we get him in the summer. I wouldn't be surprised. But getting him in January, West Ham are going to put English tax on that, double the transfer fee. It'd be ridiculous. That's a summer transfer. That's definitely a summer transfer. I love short midfielders, Jamie, so quick on their feet. Yeah, that's Liverpool's problem. I think our midfield's too slow. We need more legs, more pace in it. Nice one, Jay. Happy New Year to the family. Yeah, and Happy New Year to you too, John, my man. Happy New Year to you too. But yeah, guys, so I might be back tomorrow, guys, so keep an eye out for that. I might just do a you know, transfer. Let's talk about some transfers and the upcoming games and what to look forward to in 2022 for Liverpool, guys. So keep an eye out for that then. Till then, guys, never walk alone, and see you soon.